Hello and welcome back, BuckPole viewers. I have another product review tonight, another arrow review. These are the Wal-Mart brand Allen Eliminator 400s. I went through and I weighed these just like I did the Carbon Intimidators. One thing that I found with the Eliminator 400s is there's a very large variance between my top and bottom. However, if you have a scale and you're willing to pick through them, I was actually able to find about 8 to 10 arrows out of the dozen that I had that pretty much fell within about a 6 grain range. My high and low, however, is almost 40 grains apart on these. It was actually 38 grains apart between my lightest and my heaviest. I actually took my heaviest and I double checked to make sure it didn't have a point in it, or it didn't have a different size, different length, because I was so concerned about them. As far as shooting, I've shot some of these. They seem to hold up just fine. So if you're looking for a budget arrow, you have an arrow scale and you're willing to pick through them, the Allen Carbon Eliminators might not be a half bad choice. But like I said, you're going to have to buy up a bunch, and then you're going to have to turn around and you're going to have to sift through them to see which ones are in a somewhat close weight range. And you will notice target impact wise, when they're not in that range, where they're in about 6-ish grains of each other, about 25-30 yards, you'll notice once you get outside of that like 6 grain range, because you'll start getting a variance in your height for your shots. So they're not a high-end arrow by any means, but if you're looking for a super cheap arrow and you're willing to spend the 15 bucks on a cheap arrow scale, you'll at least get yourself a halfway decent set if you can take the time and pick through them. So all in all, I would not recommend them, but if you're willing to go to that extent and you're getting close to a weight match set, they're not that bad of an option, and if you're willing to go to that extent, I would recommend them.